everybody, and welcome back to Vampyr, otherwise known as Vampire. Right, I think I've been looking forward to this. I think we'd gone back to, let's see where it's put us. It says Act 1. Oh my god. Blackmailing Watcher. Is that right? Oh my god. We've just come back to Pembroke Hospital, right? We were going to go and see Lady Emily Ashbury, I think. Whoa, where the hell are we? Where the hell are we, sir? I've got my XPs. Oh, it's alright, this is the hospital, isn't it? Hello, Mr. Surdy. Mr. Surdy. Oh, actually, hang on a sec. That is actually our room up there, isn't it? Yes, it is. What was the plan today? We've obviously got to go and hand in the report to Lady Ashbury, haven't we? But didn't we say we were going to go back and check somewhere? I can't remember now. Is today the day you get your new triple fandangled mega double glazing, triple glazing, quadruple glazing, etc., Surdy? Where were we going to go? It's alright, we still have a few people to heal, don't we? Where do you think we're not supposed to have? Let me have a look. Oh, what's the matter with this dude? Headache. Oh yeah, we've still got to get those cures, haven't we? Migraine. Bronchitis. Can I not cure bronchitis? Who's that? Darius Petrescu. I swear I can cure bronchitis. Well, not cure it, alleviate the symptoms, I'm guessing. Let's just go and have a quick look. Why did we not cure sepsis, anemia, fatigue, cold, bronchitis, cramp? Because obviously I don't want to sleep until we've healed as many people as we can. Should we just go and drop this off to what's his name? And then hopefully when we get back to Lady Ashbury, maybe that will unlock. Should we go the other way? Maybe that will unlock the migraine stuff. I'm going to assume we're not supposed to have that yet. Although, having said that, I think all our other stuff has been discovered. Get around here. No. All the other... how did we actually find the other cures? Let's focus on that for a little bit. Did we get them from random pickups? I think I bought one, didn't I? Good morning, Zavanthian. Good morning, sir. How's your time off work going, Zar? Are you finding it... Are you finding it productive, mate? Or completely non-productive? Thank you very much for the subs, Zondatar. And thank you for the host shades. Thank you very much, Zondatar. Oh, I swear you've subbed before, sir. Thank you very much. Let's get some sub love in chat for Zondatar. This is where this game, in future iterations, if they really wanted to go, you know, if they wanted to do something with the combat, this would be crazy, wouldn't it? Imagine be able to drop down. How many Ubisoft games do you get where you drop down, sort of all vampire-like, and bite them on the neck as you land on their face? Oh yes, oh yes. That's what I like to see. Oh, look at that. I think those dudes there are actually immune to... Oh, careful. God damn it, that was a terrible bit of work there, Grummy. But I'm gonna try something. Christ! He's gotta be careful, because there's another dude with a gun just over there, so... Oh, what the hell? Oh, that was a bit of a shame. Have I got my, What does he actually have that sets me on fire like that? Does anyone know? Oh, God! Oh, my God, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I thought I was doing. I was actually playing with him and suddenly realised my health was, like, super low. God damn it. Yeah, what does... I wonder if it's like, Is it a stake? Is he actually hitting me with a stake? He's like he's got two... He's like a dual wielder, isn't he? Well, hopefully that won't happen again. That was that's not a fight I should be losing. Although, to be fair, we are underpowered, but we shouldn't be losing to those dudes. We've come through here 3 times now. Wrong way again. So I reckon we do go this way. Try and cut through. Get to Darius Petrescu. Cure him. And that's most of that zone done apart from the neuralgia, headaches, etc., isn't it? Yeah, this is the right way. Thanks ever so much, on the top. Thank you very much, bro. You were enjoying it, but yesterday was a bloody plethora of paperwork, so that sucked a bit. Well, it sounds like it's all going as well as you can expect, mate, so... Well, I haven't got enough blood. I was trying to, weirdly enough, I was actually trying to... practice switching targets and what have you.
Stop it!
Bit better, isn't it? That's how combat should be going. I do apologise. I got a little bit cocky there at the start. I was not playing how I should have been. Right. So, Darius Petrescu. I actually dodged into that. Lovely jubbly. Let's have a look. Where are we? So who was that? Oh, right, okay. So let's carry on straight over the brute. There's another heavy dude there, isn't there? How's the world grump? Well, not great, mate. I'm going to be honest. This week has put a real dent in everything, to be quite honest. So, sat down with the girlfriend. It's maybe time to start reevaluating life, to be honest. So it's a bit of an eye-opener, to say the least, sir. As I'm sure you're more than aware. I will no doubt have a chance to have a chat. I didn't want to bother you this week, so to be honest with you, mate. I know you've had a lot going on yourself, pal. So. But yes, it's not been the greatest of weeks. Oh god, don't you dare, mate!
I'll kill you!
Actually, those claw attacks are quite nice. If I could maybe increase my blood, I may increase stamina and blood. Health, man. You know, if we're getting hit, aren't we? So. Now, this is where we had the large attack. Hang on, is that the cemetery? Oh, it is. We were going to have another look around the cemetery, weren't we? Do you think maybe now would be a good time to do that? Really hope that dude can't shoot me through that tree. That's the plan.
Fuck his boss!
I love that shadowy. You know, I come in like zigzagging using the shadow dodge. I love that. I just wish I'd got. I honestly wish I'd got a bigger stamina pool in order to show off the combat better. I'm still quite stamina restricted, but I love the sort of zigzag. I'm doing it deliberately, like zigzag to the up there, then up there, then up there to get into range of the ranged people. I think that's a lot of fun. That is. Shall we go and have another look in the cemetery or not? Do you think we missed anything? The only thing I can think we missed in there was... Oh, we were going to try and get to the church, weren't we? Where do you think Darius is? Hang on, if I come to... Oh, God, I've gone the wrong way. Darius is over here. I think, somewhere. Oh, damn. Can you mark people on the map? Like last known location or anything? I don't think you can you? That would be nice, actually. I was thinking this was bloody Whitechapel up here with the cemetery. Of course, this is Whitechapel. This was just simply the sort of eastern side. Oh, damn. Well, we need to go back then, don't we? Should we go through the cemetery just one more time, just see if we can actually find the way through to the church? We know there's a little bit of XP here, so let's get a little bit of XP. See if we can get. We'll have one more go at trying to get to the church. Follow through here. There's probably a good couple of fights. Heal up Petrescu. Darius Petrescu. Then come back, speak to Lady Ashbury, and hopefully then we'll get another unlock to speak to Edgar Swansea, the main doctor, and see if he will give us the final cure for neuralgia and things before we rest. That'll be the plan. Okay, we've got a plan. We've got a plan. There's no point in going all the way back now we've come here, because we can farm some Skal XP, can't we? See if we can ding 5,000 before we get home. What do you reckon? Ah, cheers. Oh, yeah, I just know you got it. You got enough on your plate, mate. Alright, Shades, thank you. Good morning, Spitters. How you doing, broski? What have you been up to then, Zondatar? How are you, fella? Have a proper... Should we have a proper look around? See if there's like... I might have missed like a jump area, you know? Let's have a quick look at the map. So let's go up here and see where that leads to. It's like a little nipple on the map. Oh, I know what this is. This is where... Ah, so that's actually... Jesus Christ, we could have come straight to the lady, couldn't we? She's presumably... Yes, she's still here. She won't move until this evening. Must remember to come back and speak to her, you know. Who was she going to speak to? Actually, we definitely checked in here, didn't we? There's no, like, underground sewer system from the two maybe leading into the church. I'm going to really miss this game, you know, when it's finished. This sense of exploration. I spent about an hour and a half
Shouldn't
yesterday.
you go back home, where you'll be safe?
Maybe later. But for now, I need to talk to my husband at the cemetery, Mr. Reed.
What was her name? Sao Shun. Do we know anything about her? She was just a lady at the cemetery, wasn't she? No dialogue options. There's just nothing there, is there? Does she need healing? I can't even see if she needs healing. She's basically a dead NPC until we unlock her. Yeah, I spent a while yesterday just looking at games. You know, games outside our normal remit, and then of course Mark posted up in the earlier today, I think, or possibly last night, about where are we? Let's do a loop the loop. Let's split it into quadrants. So let's go. Let's circle around here. We'll work our way towards the inside. Or should we do the inside first? Let's go inside here first. There's got to be something. Just that church looming in the distance is just too big. Because and that's the other thing actually. If you think back, we spoke to remember Father Nobber. So we've got Father Tobias Whitaker, right, who was at the other church. Now he mentioned someone. Was it Lazarus? Lazarus at the other church, didn't he? He was very critical of another ordained priest, religious figure. So I'm guessing we can get to this church. So maybe I'm just missing the way in. That's an alternate way out. Or is that where we came in? That's where we came in, isn't it? Oh, bloody. Are we still doing a tour? No, let's go around doing a tour of this quadrant, and then we'll go like from quadrant to quadrant. That's Skulls. Make sure we go check out all the nooks and crannies as well. It's not going to actually think about it. It's not going to be on the edge, is it? It would make no sense for an entrance to be on the edge, because this is like the cemetery wall, isn't it? Wonder if we missed something in here. Good feeding grounds. We'll have to remember this place if we need some munchies.
I have this thirst for blood.
No, again, it would make no sense to have an entrance to church on the edge. It's going to be further in, isn't it? Good morning, Striper Pants. You live in the game, great story, graphics, and the sound of the music is top notch. Yeah. Is everything alright sound wise, by the way, guys? Is everything We've not adjusted it since... Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I forgot about that. This did caught me out last time, didn't he? Oh, just suddenly remembered he was a blinker. Holy balls. Just remembered. Yeah, I was looking around yesterday at games. I love this stuff. I should play more of these. Well, I suppose it's hard to say this style because it's so unique. But you know, this channel was always originally, you know, the reason I came to Twitch was because I bought my new gaming rig and I was genuinely interested in playing role-playing games again, and by that I meant even old school Baldur's Gate style games. You know, action RPGs like Diablo, all that kind of, you know, high fantasy swords and sorcery style stuff. And I've missed out on so many because I fell in love so much with the survival genre. And now Conan has got what looks like some really nice updates coming. It even mentioned Shield Bash. Of all the things in the patch notes, Shield Bash was the one that intrigued me. I'm sure I'm missing something in that house. In fact, you know what? Let me just go one more tour in there, but let's go Vampire Vision. Just in case I'm missing something. There we know. I think wasn't there a... What's one section where I missed an exit via roof, didn't I? Now we can go across there, but that's... I mean, it's a handy route out. I mean... It's an alternate way across this district if you don't want to fight via the bridge, right? So, I mean, it's worth remembering, especially if you're new to the game. And there's no blood, is there? There's no sort of obvious paths in or out. Sounds all good. Cool. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Just worried. I've not had a chance though. Normally I go back and sort of, you know, to try and remember a bit where I wasn't jabbering and try and listen to the game sounds. I've just not had a chance with this. Oh, just one sec. And back. Right, let me have a look. Have I played the Detroit? No, I haven't. No. No, it looks Detroit Become Human. Oh, I didn't get it. I was trying to do my it needs to be much more careful in this area. Did he get... Oh, what? I'm a bit surprised. I'm going to be honest, that has surprised me. I thought I'd dodged him. I'm behind me. Those blinkers are such a pain in the bum. I'm out of stamina. We got a problem here, guys. We've actually got a problem here. I'm going to die. I'm actually going to die again. I'm just not feeling the combat all of a sudden. I'm just making silly mistakes. So the blinkers can get through my shadow mist, can't they? Oh, that was just terrible. That was terrible. I need to remember that shadow mist is no point. There's just no point in using it at all against shadow. Sorry, against skull blinkers. I don't know whether or not they're smart enough to actually blink through it, or whether it's just unlucky that I guess what's happening is when I do the shadow mist on the floor, I then immediately back up. So if I use it here, my next tactic is to get away from it. So I think what happens is maybe they're not smart and blinking through it, but what might be happening is the AI might be saying, okay, you're X number of meters away, which therefore triggers the blink. So I need to stop doing that. Blinking, oh sorry, shadow mist against blinkers is not a viable tactic. And I need to stop doing it. Right, where are we? I think that's most of this quadrant done because yeah. Should we walk around to the next quadrant? We might as well go through it, all right. We know that little jump, don't we? Dead body there. Did he have anything on him? Shillings, I think. So no, not played that yet, has he? I mean, obviously, what I can't do is just like, you know, £50 a week on games. I guess I've got such a huge back catalogue of games, mate. I just don't know what to do really with the channel at the minute. You know, I love my server-based stuff. Just slightly soured a little bit this week, but I also, you know, I've not played The Witcher. So someone, Tommy was on Twitter yesterday. I sort of jokingly said yesterday, like, what other vampire games are there? And I mean, I say jokingly, I was genuinely like, what other vampire games are there? Because I couldn't really think of any. I really can't think of any good quality vampire games. There's quite a few janky ones in years gone by. I can't think of anything that's sort of vampiric themed, dark, moody, got the ambience of this. Yeah, these are what we want to be checking. These like mausoleums, right? Could be a secret entrance in, maybe. Yeah, we didn't really check this area, did we? Let's have a proper ganders around. So yeah, oh, what was that then? Oh, I thought there was. Oh, god damn it! Every now and again, the wet. There's like a sheen to the rain that makes the foliage and things glisten a little bit like. Ooh, shiny. I thought I just found a knocker there. Oh, I was getting all excited. Yeah, and Tommy said on Twitter, because you know, like I said, you know, what other vampire games are there? And he says, oh, what about The Witcher? He's been banging on about playing The Witcher for so long now. It's like, you cheeky bugger. He always manages to wangle it in somehow. Nothing. So, is this a new quadrant we're about to go into? This is that large open area, isn't it? Check all these mausoleums. How many weapons can you have on the toolbar? Hot thing 4. I've still got 1.
I can't
yeah,
believe
down here
I'm
I've still got 1
doing
I can
this.
allocate to the left trigger. I might go for a defensive one. Because don't forget, we are as underleveled as you can sort of get. We haven't eaten a single citizen yet, have we? Now I know we checked this area. Because anything that was deeply suspicious here was this, but that proved to be just an open grave, didn't it? So I'm pretty sure there's nothing here. And this is getting closer to the church now, isn't it? Which is... can we go in through there? This is the church bit that we can't get to. Up there, look. Got to wait till there's lights on in there. Maybe we just can't go here yet. It's a very old game though, isn't it? Tree Facey. I mean, how well do... I've never played it, mate. As in played it, if that makes sense. I've watched it played for a very short amount of time. I'm pretty sure I've had some hands-on time with it, but I'm sure it was... I don't own it, and I don't remember having ever actually owned it, but I know I would have potentially played it at a friend's house. I can't recall... How come I can't go through there? I swear we went through there last time. It's weird, isn't it? Really weird. Check all these. Yeah, I mean, how well would a game like that hold up, you know, in this day? I guess is my concern. See anything down there? I swear we went through that door before. It's not even got a lock on it, has it? It's just a note. You're not going through there. It looks like. Hang on, what's? It looks like it comes in through from the street over there, doesn't it? Maybe that's how you get in then. Holy balls, have we just come completely the wrong way then? God damn it. Well, I tell you what, we've got to go back to... I reckon that's how you get to the church. Gotta be, hasn't it? There's an entrance there which leads... I mean, dead in front of me, it must lead off whatever that is over there. Jesus, how the hell... Telling me there's no way through. I'd have to go around all the other way. Well, let's go back then. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not... Yeah, I mean, I've never been one to shy away from a big time investment. Especially... And the reason that I have on occasion been worried about time investment on a game has been largely due to the fact that I know there's other games coming out, but I'm going to be honest, mate, it's a ridiculous attitude to have, because the amount of games I have not played in the last 2 years because I've been so obsessed with survival games. And, you know, I'm not knocking survival games. I love my survival games. Nothing is going to stop me playing those, that you know, that loosely termed genre. I am a huge fan. I think we've solved the mystery of how to get to the church, so I think I'm just going to leave here. And get out, if I can find the way out. Like last time we went around in circles quite a long time. Ah, now if I go back, there's this is where I went wrong last time. Isn't there a gate literally just here that I missed? Yeah, there we go. Look. Yeah, I mean, so sometimes I'm fearful, you know. I think, oh, you know, if I start playing like Skyrim or say The Witcher, you know, we could be talking like a few hundred hours at least. And but you know, such and such a game's releasing in a month's time, and you know, it means I'm not going to get a chance to properly play it. I have a horrible feeling. There's a load more around the corner. But how often have I actually stopped playing a survival game to play a game? Not very often. I mean, I bought a Far Cry, and we didn't carry on playing that because I couldn't commit to the evening streams. So God of War taught me one thing: just play them. Play them in the daytime, mate. You know, there's going to be some games that I'd rather play of an evening, and this would be one of them. I do much prefer playing these dark, moody sort of games of an evening. You know, it's not got a horror vibe to it, but you know, jump scare wise or anything. But it's definitely nicer to play these of an evening. But it's summertime. I think it was still like basically broad daylight at 10 o'clock yesterday evening here in the UK.
This is despicable.
Oh yeah, exactly true. Yeah, it's just sometimes there's a level of jankiness which is kind of just about, you know, it adds a little something to the experience. You know, a level of jankiness to an old game that makes it seem like an old game, and you sort of play it and you think, you know, bear in mind it's an old game, it looks like an old game, it plays like an old game. You know, it's a little bit clunky, but at the end of the day, there's a fantastic story under the hood. And some games survive that really well. So as a really good example is like the first Witcher. Oh, hang on. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. gonna have to carry on regardless, I think. God knows what's going on. Yeah, so for example, the first Witcher, it's a game that feels and plays like an old game. You know, a lot of people really dislike the combat from it, you know, the left and mouse clicky sort of style of combat. But actually, I thought it stood up well, really well. But then there's games, for example, like Baldur's Gate. Now, fantastic story. You're never going to really top that story, that interaction with NPCs. It's just a great game. The narrative, it's storytelling at its finest in video games. You know, before the advent of voice acting and amazing graphics, it just. What's going on? Isn't this where we had the fight with the werewolf? Yeah, Baldur's Gate, you know, even the enhanced edition, it just does not stand up well. It does not. Oh my god, what's going on? All these like skulls attacking. Oh yeah, look, they just engaged him. Look, hey, that's wicked. Look, stuff going on in the background. Isn't that brilliant? Skulls are attacking the Priwen. Wow. Didn't know that could happen. That's really, really cool. I don't think we've been here. And I just wondered if, like, Vampyr, Masquerade, etc. It kind of fell into the same category, you know. It used to be an amazing game, and now it's just let down by the fact you can't see past, you know, the low quality animation, textures, world design, etc. I'll have to have a look at it on YouTube, mate, because like I said, I really can't remember it. No, we have been here, because I remember this lovely warm glow from the fire. Pokemon Go. How's the newer phone, Advina? That's a nice. I tell you what, I'd murder for a phone like that, mate. My A5 now, for some reason, it will not connect to my PC as data. It will charge. It will not connect as data, so I can't take my pictures off it, I can't transfer them, I can't do jack diddly poo. And I'm extremely upset about it, to say the least, as I'm sure you can imagine. I've tried using official chargers, you know, everyone always says, oh, it's because, you know, you're not using an official one. I tried an official data cable. Again, makes no difference, just doesn't work. Windows just does not recognise it. Oh, come on! Now that is a bit low, mate. That is a bit low. You should have been cop-blocked by your mate there. So yeah, my A5 now is... I've had to buy myself, and I hope to God this is something I can solve now. I've had to buy myself one of these little like USB... I mean, it was like something like £1.98, so I don't mind. But on top of that, it's been £3.50 for the official Samsung cable. So, you know, money's starting to add up on it. It's like one of those little USB dongles that has a slot for the SD card. So I'm hoping I can take the card out of the phone and then transfer, you know, data, images, etc., like that. But what a massive pain in the ass. I used to just plug it in, you know. I put it next to the computer. I got a little cable. I jacked it in. I copied the pictures over. Bish, bash, bosh. Job done. Music transferred, easy, not a problem. Now my phone, it just will not connect to the computer. It just will not do it. I've tried everything. Developer modes, changing the style of USB format, everything. It just does not connect, and it's pissed me off. It's like it's a perfectly a-okay functioning phone. You know, it's more than I really need. It was a special treat to myself. It wasn't even that expensive. And I've had it now for nigh on 4 years. So, and I've never sat there and thought, oh, I wish it could do this or I wish it could do that. Up until now, I just wish it would have now transfer data.
Thirst for blood. It's locked.
Annoying, isn't it, when something just stops working? I don't think we've been here, guys. No, we haven't. We keep finding places we've not been to. Where actually are we? Oh, what's this? A citizen. Oh, save the Shockman by defeating the Skulls. Oh, what the hell? That's nonsense. That's pure nonsense, mate. Oh god.
Get away from me! Don't touch me with your disgusting hands!
That blinker. It is, isn't it?
Help! Some damn strangers are attacking me!
Oh, come on! Double dodging, he still gets me. I think those blinkers are a bit cheaty, personally. I'm actually starting to think they are straight up not quite working how they should.
Get away from me!
They,
Don't touch me with your disgusting hands!
Yeah, I'm almost convinced that even if you do the double dodge, they essentially cheat. See what I mean? Even though I'm actively dodging, I'm not convinced they're playing fair, guys. Blinkers are starting to worry me a lot. We need to come up with a better tactic for them. I've tried stuns as well, but stuns don't seem to bother me. Didn't actually mean to fall downstairs. That was not a tactical withdrawal. That was like, oops! Ooh, I fell off. Moment. Look at this, yeah. That is nasty. And that is straight out of that sort of nasty ass Mary. What was her name? It was the Mary Kelly. Was it Mary Jeanette Kelly? Look at that. Completely brutalised. Jack the Ripper, last victim.
What happened?
Cadigan. Do you know anything about Cadigan?
Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
Cadigan bait. So I'm going to guess, I mean, it's weird because we just saved this one and yet we can have what looks like a proper dialogue with him. Oh, no, I'll say that. No, we can't. So again, he'll be another one that will make his way elsewhere in the world once we move time forwards. What was that? You alright, Obsy? How you doing, fella? I'm gonna have to buy a mug. I need to do some more stuff. I do need to do some more stuff with Teespring. I'm a bit oh, hang on. I'm back. Third Sony phone in a row previous to have been great. It's a time to change brand. What? What do you mean? Oh, what, is there a problem with your current one then? Is that what you said, Sadie? Got 2 iPhone 5Ss. That's what the girlfriend had. I really like the iPhones. If I could ever afford one, I think I'd give it a go. But no, we've still not slept yet, Smatterlot. No. We're playing it super hardcore. I want to get back upstairs. I still think there's a skull up there, isn't there? Hear him. I'm literally wandering around seeing if there's a way for me to get upstairs. Look at that, isn't that weird? I thought he was actually going to get away with that then. Trying to find stairs. I always forget I can do the shadow jump. Yeah, I need to think of a better way to take on the The blinkers, because they're defying all known combat logic at the minute. They always come in behind me, which makes sense, but I can't seem to find a way to pin them down. I thought trying to drop the Shadow Mist, oh gosh, drop the Shadow Mist and dash out might have worked, but it doesn't seem to. Mr. Bates must stop. So this was Cadigan Bates, the guy we just were talking to. For months, for years maybe, Cadigan Bates has exploited us. He must stop. If we had more money or proper jobs, we would never rent any of his extortionate flats. We all know what revolting solution he proposes to the women who can't pay the weekly rent. Let's meet him together soon and demand for an immediate change. So he's a landlord who appears to be ripping off his tenants. So it was actually the Scowls were his tenants. Right, okay. Again, something else that we've missed. So I saw a glint. I see what you mean about a chance just to wander around, Serdi. The game is beautiful, mate. It'd be really nice to have an option to play without a heads-up display. Or to have it only come up during combat, for example. That would be really nice, mate. Because the world is pretty damn cool. Good morning, Freddy. No, that's what I was talking about, Smantle. That's exactly what I was talking about. Interesting little detour there, to say the least. Let me go and have a... We're trying to make our way up through to Darius Petrescu, aren't we? Drop him off. Was it a bronchitis medicine? And then see if we can get to the church. We seem to have actually found a way to it, haven't we? So let's carry on down here, just because I don't think we've been here. This whole area is new, isn't it? Is this just simply a shortcut? Where does that take us up there? Oh, that this is where the ambush was, wasn't it? They'd violated our safe house, basically. Kind of weird, because we know some of the houses we can actually get into. Yeah, I think we just head back down the other way. You're right, Lime. What are you trying to say about the bowler hat, mate? Eh? It was freaking awesome. You clearly got no sense of style, have you? I bet you're sitting there in your shell suit and your Reebok trainers, ain't you, Lime Chill? Probably got one of those big gold medallions around your neck with like a clock on it. Like a proper 80s boy, ain't you? How's things with you, Freddy? Let's go down here. Can we hang on right and get through, perhaps? How many areas in the game? Anywhere. I think it's fully open world. I mean, there's loading. Obviously, there is loading for some areas. At least I think there's been loading for some areas, right? Oh god, this is where... Oh, this is never a good place to be fighting, is it? This is where we fought the two boss characters yesterday. Whoa, what the hell? That is a big ass rat, mate. So if we take a right up here, we should be able to go in and see if we can find an alternate route through to the
human
blood. Church.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Yeah, we know that. That was the trap they led us into yesterday, wasn't it? What's that? I noticed yesterday Grum was not all drawers, cabinets, etc. for items were doing the shiny glow thing. Yeah, they do. There's never been anything that doesn't glow. It's just sometimes I grab them before... don't forget, some of them restock, so some of them I know. The glow isn't constant pulsing like in some games. It's quite a slow pulse. So sometimes you'll see me grab something before it's had a chance to pulse. But yeah, anywhere that's lootable. It essentially glimmers. Steak and chips, Freddy. So this is where we were yesterday with the two knobbers, right? These boys caused me untold issues yesterday, didn't they? Like repeatedly.
Not a good place for a stroll. Oh, you! Stop there!
I haven't got enough juice to.
It's one of them! Eat this!
We take the werewolf out as well if we can. So, although having said that, we could carry on up that way, couldn't we? Gunner. Let's just go and grab the loot. Kill the other dude. This is where we killed the Reverend.
I'd step back, sir! Leech spotted! Die, vermin!
Okay, looking good. Looking very good. I'm pretty sure we did a very thorough search of the Reverend's area, didn't we? So down here is the alternate route to the church. So maybe we just never pushed on. Maybe that's why we never got there. Got two routes to take, so let's check them both out. Definitely see Scal in this one. Now I know we killed him because that's the alternate route down to the werewolf. I tell you what, it goes to show how fast, if you cock up, how fast they can actually kill you, doesn't it? Just have to take him on. If I can. Oh, bloody hell, bro. Bloody hell, mate. Whoa, that was a bad fight, mate. I tell you, I need to start remembering just how dangerous these are. If we take them out without any cock-ups, we can make it look very, very easy, can't we? If they get a hit on me, Jesus, do they stay... Just one attack and, like, half health. Bloody hell. Let's stick to tried and tested tactics for the foreseeable future. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit and try other things, but none of it's working. I think we found a nice rhythm to combat, so let's stick with it. I still got, yeah, let's stick with the steak. We need to find some more handles today. Oh, that's that nightmare place. Oh, balls. We definitely don't want to be in there. We have been here. That's where all 6 dudes leap out. You end up, you have a fight with 2 and then a ton more join you, don't they?
Best start.
Same mistake I made last time. I went, I dodged, if you like. See, yeah, we've got a problem. Can't move, can't move. Got that stamina, that stamina, that stamina.
Back in the grind. Kill it, boy!
Freaking hell. Why am I struggling so much today, guys? What's the difference? What's murdering me so much quicker than normal? I'm genuinely finding it a lot harder, aren't I? We shouldn't, I mean, I know they're tough fights, but I shouldn't be struggling as much as I am. There's still any, I mean, alright, they are like nearly double that level, but we were doing alright yesterday. I'm actually going to retreat and use the key if I can.
Die, leech!
Bit better. I wasn't sure he wasn't on his auto route back there, but I think I'll take it. It certainly doesn't want me coming up here. This is an exceptionally dense area of combat compared to what we're normally up against. So I'm pretty sure we never came up here, which will explain why we've never got to the church before. Board night tonight, mate. How's things, Smed? How you doing, broski? Go in the cemetery in a sec. I just want to see if there's maybe we have been here. I think we have been here. Oh yeah, we have, because I remember the truck. So how come... Yeah, what's that over there?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah, I think I recall. So we'll grab the loot. Right, let's go. Let's go and see if we can find a way into the we'll see if we can find this Lazarus dude or whatever his name is. Let's have a proper look around here, because I think that this is where we're missing an entrance to the main church, aren't we? Up there. Maybe there's a way around on the gate or something. Oh, there's a broken. Yeah, what's that up there? Look. Ah. How do we get through? There's a dude there. Get him in a minute. How do we get over? So where are we? So this actually, so that is where the gate is, isn't it? The gate is. Oh, let's just get the body. The gate over there, which is where we were just looking through, wasn't it? Strange formula. What's a strange formula? Hang on, we'll check that in a minute. I want to go and can we open the gate from this side, perhaps? God damn it, no. So there still doesn't seem to be a way into the actual church, does there? Damn it. God damn it, 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 god damn it. La 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 la. How do we get in, bro? kind of weird because we've got this broken bit here. I thought that was on the other side. So I was thinking that was a way in. We might be able to jump in or over. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, hey, what's that?
This is despicable.
Definitely no way of opening a shortcut through there. That's the other side of like the barricade, look. Yeah, I thought that, you know, the broken fence down there, for some reason I got turned around a bit. I thought it was over here. I thought, aha! We've figured it out. We've figured it out. We've figured it out. Should we check the note? I wonder if the note's got anything on it. It said a formula, didn't it? Get the formula. Quests, isn't it? Quests. Wool scarf. Oh yeah, the wool scarf. A beautiful and warm woolen scarf with a traditional Romanian pattern. I have no idea where that was, you know. Can't help but feel that's like a proper clue to something. Do we not just get a formula for something? No? Maybe. I'm sure I saw a blue thing pop up. You're not seeing things. What's that? Oh, a strange formula. There we go. What do I do with it? How do I? A strange formula for what? We'll give it to Edgar. Maybe Edgar can shed some light on it. Right. I don't think we can get into the church then. At least not at present. See, wasn't around here where... No, it can't be, can it? That's the other church. I was thinking about Nethercott and Clayton Derby and all that lot. All right, look, let's get out of here. I think we've done as much as I can possibly do. If there's a way into that church area, then I'm just going to have to admit I can't bloody find it. So we can't. No one can say we didn't have a bloody good look, right? This is that nightmare fighting. Do I really want to do it? Oh, it's a blinker. Why do I have to be a blinker? Oh, I'm out of stamina. I'm out of stamina. On a blinker. You just couldn't make this shit up, could you? Missed. I missed. I got one or two. I hate the blinkers! I hate the blinkers! I hate the blinkers! I hate the blinkers! Oh my god! I did the dash attack instead of the stab attack. Why did I do that? That's stamina grump. We did it. We killed all 6. Despite a major error. A major error. Blinkers. I still can't come up with a good tactic against blinkers. I'm gonna have to try the stun. I'm gonna have to try the stun followed up with a little combo or something. It's not too, I should imagine in a big open area with one of them to practice on, we could come with like a really nice tactic. So like dodge out, dodge in, strike with the stun attack, and then follow up with a small combo. But that's great if there's no one else around. If there's someone else around, those blinkers are just on top of you all the time, and they do so much damage. Right, we did alright then. Pretty chuffed with that. Should we just go and speak to Lady Ashbury then? No, Darius Petrescu. Darius Petrescu. I have no idea what you're on about, Sadie. Unless you're talking about the Woody Harrelson film, White Men Can't Jump, which I vaguely remember. That way, right? Darius is actually not that far from here, because that's the... What was her name? She was the... That's Camellia, right? Or Camellia? Something like that. Carmel? Something like that. She's the moot florist. In fact, should we just try talking to her one more time? See if we can get her to actually...
Hello again, miss.
respond to something.
Very well.
That would be
Goodbye,
a no.
then.
You're right, Cossack. No, definitely again, Smetanol. Definitely not, mate. The stun is absolutely essential to me. The stun is what enables me to get my bite attack, which is my absolute must-have attack, mate. Because it not only does it heal me, it also gives me blood back. So no, definitely not, mate. It's my main attack, bro. What you're seeing today is a different style of combat because I am quite often topped up on blood, so I don't need to gain blood during the fight, if that makes sense. So at the minute I can still get off my Shadow Mist at the start, and then a few pokes with Dragonbane will give me enough blood just to top it back up. But if I'm in a prolonged fight for any duration of time, I have to get the stuns in so I can get the bite attack. The bite attack gives me blood and health, which is the way I've spec'd. That makes sense. We spec'd Dragonbane to have a very small amount of blood leech, which is the red bar. My health bar is the green bar.
Unable to see the true horror around you.
That's actually quite weird. For some reason I can't heal at the minute. Why is that? I just can't enter combat mode at all, that's why.
I should never have taken up my father's business.
Petrescu. Where's Petrescu? I actually cannot remember where Petrescu is. Does anyone recall? Shit. Was he back near the start? Oh god, where the hell's Petrescu? There, this is it. Good morning, knife juggler.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Alright, you matey, we've got a cure
Yes?
for you.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
You do.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor. It must be my lucky day.
Don't think there's anything else to
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Yeah, it's definitely a couple of broken dialogue options, aren't there?
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Where it's it doesn't fade out like it should do. I think there's 3 NPCs we've noticed it. It's not a problem. It just makes you think there's more to it, doesn't it? Alright, let's go and speak to Loretta. Ah, no, Loretta was... hang on, no, not Loretta. Let's go and speak to... I can't remember his name. Barrett Lewis. Is it Barrett Lewis? Let's go and see if he's got any handles. Who else can I cure?
I don't have
What do you
your
mean?
money.
I can
Come on,
cure
Blair,
anyone
you
as
know
long
the
as I
game
know
you
how
play for
to
peace
make.
of mind.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do
As long
you?
as I can make the actual
Right.
lotions and potions
Show me what you have.
themselves. I've got a couple that have got weird things I can't heal yet. I need 3 tiny good handles. So I'm going to get that. That's 2 of them. And I think it was 3 good handles, wasn't it? So no use to me. We might be able to upgrade I can't remember which one it was now. It might have been the stake then. Yeah, I need 1 tiny good handle part. Oh, and a lead sticks where I can't. So we've nearly got a level 4 stake, which is going to be awesome for the stuns. So it's the fastest way back. Turn around and head
I
to the
should never
right.
have taken up my father's business.
Yeah, I think I've got a couple more people I can still heal, Smedler. I think I've healed everybody that I can now. There's not a single person in Whitechapel that... The hell?
There is something going on in this district.
Yeah, I've definitely cured everybody that I'm able to cure. The only people I can't cure, I think there's people like Benjamin Palmer, Albie's dad, who has a migraine. Anybody who's got like migraines, headaches, neuralgia, they're the ones that I'm kind of screwed on at the minute. I'm hoping we'll get a chance to... Actually, hang on a minute. That's a good point. Didn't we just get a formula? Hang on a minute. That's a really good point. Formula. Hey, I wonder if that could be it, guys. Wasn't the other ones? Yeah, I think that might. We might have done it any. Oh my god. Let's get home a bit pronto. That could be the formula for neuralgia and etc. Couldn't it? I'm sure the one that we bought from the doctor was it Rakesh Chanadra. I'm sure that was called a formula as well. Let's go and let's go back home. Dash up there. Where's my table? Oh! No way! It is as well. Oh my god! Where the hell did we get that from? Wasn't that on that? Oh my god, that was just on an obscure ass body in the cemetery. Holy balls! No wonder folks in chat yesterday were saying they couldn't find it. God damn! I wonder if there's multiple instances of it. For example, maybe there's other bodies or other ways to get it. Because that's a bit crafty, that isn't it? I mean, that was just like on a dude. I suppose it was a fairly obvious dude, to be fair. I mean, there was a massive hole in the wall. If you're trying to get to the church, you probably would spot it, right? But bloody hell, that's lucky. Unless, like I said, there's other ways to get it. Brisk blood samples. This was from that weird-looking rat we found that was staked near where we fought the Reverend. So that's given us a stamp. Oh, increases the stamina regenerate by 100% for 15 seconds. That is sexy. That is sexy, mate. Right, can I upgrade? I just need 3 good handle parts. Now, before we do anything, I'm just going to go and see if I can find, what was his name? Milton Hawks. Let's go and see if we can have a chat with Milton. Might have some handle parts. I need tiny good and normal good. Damn, that was lucky to find that, guys. That was lucky as hell. I don't know what I thought I'd found, to be honest. Formula. So there's a lot of serums we haven't unlocked. I wonder if they're all formula as well. Hey, oh, what's that there? I'm tired of your poop, Clay. What the hell did you do? All the bloody docs are gossiping about how my husband has just got that. About how my husband has just gut that stupid kid. How many times did I tell you to count to 20 before drawing your blade? Oh, Edwina is Clayton's. Clay Cox's wife. Clay Cox is the dude sitting just next to us. So he was the leader of the Wet Boot Boys, but he was obviously injured. He's been missing, he's been missing a little bit. So Edwina, his wife, took over alongside a dude called Booth. So this is obviously a letter from her to him. How many times did I tell you to count to 20 before drawing your blade? How can we expect to do proper business and have people obey if you keep on killing everyone who dares cross you? Now, rumours say some blokes from the dead's family are looking for you, and one of them even swore to kill you. Don't come home tonight. I've seen strange men patrolling the streets. There may be some commie militia or something like that sent to arrest you. Go to a safe place for a few days. Maybe go to the hospital or Whitechapel. Make yourself useful for once by checking if any business could be settled over there. When the situation is calmer, I'll send a Wet Boot boy so you know to come back. So she actually sent him away, didn't she? Clay's married to Edwina Cox. Yeah, well, we can't ignore that.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah, it looks that way, Smedley. I think we can cure everyone. Well, if we've got the bits and bobs to make the potions.
What can you tell me about your marriage,
and then sleep.
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay?
I was so mad, I
Hang
threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
A lucky charm? I never would have taken you as the superstitious type.
We all have our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
Do you want it back?
I don't need it here, but if you'd be kind enough to bring it to me, I'd be really grateful.
A grateful Clay Cox? I might just find your knife and bring it back to you to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'd be surprised if you managed to find it. My hideout isn't meant to be found easily.
I am up for that, mate. I am up for that.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
Please, I feel sick.
it's no wonder, mate. I mean,
the
only reason I think we've stumbled across it is because I've just been so hell-bent on trying to get into the cemetery, dude. Sorry, the church, which is here. There didn't seem to be any way up there. So it would appear, Spitters, if you come into the cemetery via the southern entrance, which is down there, and you walk your way through here, you essentially reach a gate bang on there. There is really... Can I use my mouse? Yeah, I can. So there's a gate there. There's no way through to this side. So weirdly, actually, looking at it on the map, there was no way through anyway, was there? But I thought we might be able to find some like underground area or something to see if we could actually figure out where everything was. But it's basically here, mate, I think. It's somewhere around there. I think to the right-hand side as you come through this entrance. So you're going to, instead of coming through from the southern entrance into the cemetery, you need to come this route from Whitechapel and coming through like the northwestern entrance. And as soon as you're there, you come up a stairwell. There's a car just parked there. You come in through the main cemetery gate here. This gate is locked from this side as well. And just to the right of it, you'll notice like a broken wall. Your eyes will naturally be drawn to it. Because weirdly enough, I actually thought the broken wall was like on this side. So I thought, aha, there's a way between the two zones. But there's basically a dead body. I think that's where we found it, right? That is where we found it. I'm not talking bollocks, am I? Yeah, there's basically a collapsed wall here with a body just to the side of it. Very obscure. Very obscure. In fact, I picked it up and didn't even think anything of it, man. I just saw formula and thought, yeah, whatever. I was too focused on trying to get into the church because I'm sure there's a geezer called Lazarus or Lazarby or something like that up there that the Father Tobias is not particularly friendly with. Milton.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
You can only get to it from that left-hand side. There's no way from the main cemetery, though. Spit us.
A reliable gun is what everybody needs.
Well, none that. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't looking for an entrance from that side, but I certainly couldn't see anything. You have to go from that the Whitechapel entrance or the Whitechapel route. Right, so there's nothing there. Let's go and speak to. Over there, isn't she? Well, hang on. Before we do that, actually, let's go and... No, we know that's nothing. There's always a little glint there. It's like a little reflection off a tile under the bed. Let's go and see what we need to make to cure everybody else in Whitechapel. How you doing, Machete? How's things, bro? Still don't know how to water that plant either, do we? That's niggling me, that is. Right, hang on. Before we do that, let's come in here. Oh, so we need a cure for Oswald Thatcher. So we need a headache. So that's one headache. So we need a headache, a migraine, a headache and 2 migraines. Why has he got the double star there? Who the hell was Mason Swanborough? That's not ringing any bells to me. I just can't think of who he is. Mason Swanborough. Obviously somehow associated with Loretta. Now, Loretta's like the peddler, isn't she? So Swanborough, but have we ever even met Mason Swanborough? I've got no recollection of him. Does anyone know where the hell he is? Mason Swanborough. Is he a patient? Mason Swanborough. Details. He's blind by the looks of it. We've never met him. But if we've never met him, how do we know he's poorly? Loretta's just out in the middle of nowhere, isn't she? How totally weird. Unless he's in the hospital and I've just completely forgotten about him, but I wouldn't have thought so. That's really strange. So Benjamin migraine, Darius no problem. Everybody else should be recovering. Yeah, so it's just 2 migraines and a headache at present. God damn. Now Benjamin, I've got a rough idea of where to go for him. going to be the fastest way. That way, isn't it? So Benjamin shouldn't be too hard to find, should he? Actually, I'll tell you what. I think I know where Oswald is. Let's go and do Oswald first. He should be on the banks with his friend we rescued. I'm just trying to think who they were. Oh God. Oswald is the dude who's he was in the war. He was the dude that had no. I know why I've gone mad. No. Newton Blight was the dude with Misophobia, wasn't he? Oswald was his Oswald Thatcher, Margaret Thatcher. They're both down here, aren't they? They should be having a crafty cigarette down near the waterfront. There you are. That's Oswald Thatcher.
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Goodbye,
yeah, we know
Mr.
pretty much
Thatcher.
everything. Someone else has
Try
got
to
fatigue.
take care.
Where? Oh, someone's got a cold that we haven't cured. Oh shit. I need a cold treatment. I can't see anyone who's got fatigue. I did miss someone who's got a cold. Be recovering. That dude I'm not worried about. If you meant him, then I'm not worried about him because he's right back at the docks, so we're not even in that area. But yeah, I do need to go and get a cold mix. Let's go back around there. Well spotted. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the docks. I'm probably leave until we've spoken to Lady Ashbury, and then I need to decide whether or not I need to go to the docks of my own free will, or if there's actually a story arc that takes me over there. I didn't want to preempt going back too early, so we want a cold. And who was that for? Who's that? Cadogan? So Cadogan Bates. We've literally only just found Cadogan Bates, haven't we? Oh, and that's why. That's why I didn't have the cold potion. We've literally only just found the knobber. He's the landlord that we just saved from the Scal tenants, isn't it? What do you mean? The docks? Sorry, mate. What's that, Smoker? Let's go for the Palmers first. Now, surely the Palmers, we would have seen them before we got here, wouldn't we? Maybe not. Palmers. Now, Albie was right near the beginning part of Whitechapel, wasn't he? It makes me feel like I've already gone. It makes me feel like I've gone too far. I have, haven't I?
I have this thirst for blood.
Come here, rats. Where are you, little budgies?
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood.
Yeah, this is weird. This is weird. Unless Whitechapel proper isn't up until there, but I'm pretty sure it is. So they must be back closer to the start then. Because Albie, yeah, we first saw Albie kind of. Yeah, this is it, I think. Is it? No, it's not. Oh, shite balls. This is really weird. When we first came into Whitechapel, the very, very, very first thing we saw was Albie having that confrontation, didn't we? Like, literally the second we came in, which would have been a gate. Unless the gate is there. Is that the Whitechapel gate proper there, do you think? It must be, mustn't it? I think I'm just getting I don't know. I don't remember such a long walk to Whitechapel proper. Very strange. I think I'll push ahead and risk it for a biscuit. We also need to go and see if we can find this Cadigan Bates landlord again. Now he would have been. He's right back the other way, isn't he? I think. Yeah, is that the gate? Is that the Whitechapel proper? No, it isn't. Shit. My whole memory of Whitechapel is just completely skewed. Oh, god damn it. How can everything look so different today? I literally just have completely lost. Because we stopped the game, didn't we? We literally stopped the game as we went into Whitechapel. Unless this is freaking Whitechapel as well down here. But I don't think I've even been... Oh my god, I'm so confused. You know when your brain's just not functioning? I'm trying to think what this is. This like fountain area? Ah, oh, bollocks. The only thing I can think of, didn't we just find Cadigan Bates up here? That is just so weird. You know when you've got something like literally locked in your brain, a visual representation of a place or a person, and you just can't find it. It's just not where you thought it was. And it's just like ah. So where the hell was Cadigan Bates? We started today, we came up here, didn't we? We checked the cemetery out and we couldn't find a way through, so we came back this way, didn't we? Was Cadigan Bates not in this section here? He was, wasn't he? Back down there. He wasn't up here, was he? Oh my god. I really, for the next game, right? One thing I'd love to see is an option to have on the map, for example, a little icon, so you could click a character and it would tell you the last time, the known location, the last time you spoke to a person. That would be fantastic. So in other words, when I spoke, you know, nothing to stop them moving. You know, we know, for example, the prostitute moves around quite a lot, don't we? But it would be really, really nice. So I'm going to head straight through here. It'd be really, really nice to have. Yeah, I'm starting to come back to me now. I think this is the right place. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, he's back. Oh, clever. Come on, how did that not get you then, bro? That is full on cheaty McCheaty if ever I saw one. Dead, right? Yep. A little panic moment. Hang on a minute. He's got a bit cocky there, Grub. Yes. So actually, this is where Albie is. God damn it! So Whitechapel's loads bigger than I thought.
I cannot enter.
Oh, what was that? Yeah, it would be really nice to have that. You know, oh, where was Darius again? Okay, let's just click on the character. Okay, we last knew his whereabouts was in such and such a locale. So we want to be going... We actually want to be going down there. But that's a dead end. Oh my god, which means I've got to go all the way around. Are you taking the piss? Are you taking the piss, mate? Yeah, I mean, there's another suggestion, Smattenlaw, which would be even better, is your own markers with your own text available. I must admit, that's got me wanting to play an RPG even more, actually. I used to love, like, self-mapping areas. And then there was the ad, you know, back in the original sort of RPG games, there was no map system. You know, it was a case of playing an RPG on a computer with a bit of graph paper, and then we saw the advent of like fully interactive maps. You can actually click, put a pin, and write, you know, giant penis monster. You know, last seen here. But I love that stuff. I think it really adds to the sense of exploration and everything. So yeah, I'm guessing we went through Whitechapel all the way down here originally. Can't think why. What abilities do I have? I just have Claw, Shadow Mist, and Autophagy. I've actually got a fourth one, but I've not unlocked it yet. Well, I have unlocked it. I've just not chosen one yet. I'm trying not to kill anyone at the minute, Liam. So at the moment, I've not actually killed a single resident, a single citizen of London outside of. See the combat. I don't even remember any of this, you know. It seems that long ago now. And low level they are.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top.
Who's in the one? Oh, careful, Grub. God damn it, Grub. Valiant, thank you very, very much, sir. Sometimes you can do that and zoom in. Dash in. Get them. Those arseholes. Thank you very much for the 3-month resub, Valion. Can we please get some sub love in chat for Valion? Thank you very much. And you used your Twitch Prime with us as well. Thank you very much, sir. I do appreciate that, mate. Thank you for considering us for your Prime month, mate. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, it seems like a million years ago since we were here, guys. Look at that, oh, cool little piano. God damn, mate. Beautiful recreation of ye olde England, right? So we want to be going up there, presumably, and hopefully very quickly we will find. He looks like a big boy, doesn't he? God damn, bro.
Stupid bloody leech! Fuck, he's dead!
We both tried to do the same thing. We'll let you off, mate. You asshole. Oh, double, triple taps. God damn it. Bit messy. Bit messy there. Bit messy. Considering his exceptionally low level, we should have kicked his ass a lot quicker. You just met Mason Swansbury. Yeah, it's weird because I know him, but I don't know where I found him. So I'm absolutely 100% certain that I haven't actually physically met him. I must have just simply been told about him from Loretta. We'll head back up there. Good morning, Fortune. Have you got a rough approximation, Spittus, of where he is? See, I don't think I've been down here either. In fact, I haven't been down here. There's no way I've forgotten those arches. No. Good morning, Pete. Yeah, we haven't been around here, guys. So, level 8. Jesus Christ. Oh God, instant kill. Look. So almost where I wish I'd got the gun out of that. Oh, come on.
Christ, he's dead!
It's, I'll tell you what, it's amazing how they've done difficulty. It's, I can really tell I'm fighting lower levels. Jesus, look at all this we missed at the start of the game then. Isn't that amazing? It's just you know, we've been doing a lot more exploring, haven't we, as we've opened up new districts. This was the very first district. We've hardly even looked into it. Look. Hear a door rattling or something. There'll be a way up there, I would have thought. Should we go and investigate? No? Really? I find that very hard to believe. I just find that really hard to believe that it's not going to let me jump up there. How strange. How strange. How strange. How strange. How strange. It also looks like it's... Yeah, there's definitely a way in, though, because I can see loot in there. Maybe there's somewhere else. Damn. Is a little south of the path. Oh, what? I need to go all the way back up here, dude. A little south of the path leading to the broken wall. So in this vicinity up here. What the hell? That's just weird because it's a dead end, guys. God damn it. Don't you hate it when there's somewhere that you just think, yeah, there's got to be a way up. It's really strange. I'm still not picking up on landmarks when we
It's one of them! Ah! Filthy!
So much that we missed at the beginning. Anything on? Give me your loot, sir. Whoa. Is this like where we first got off the boat with Edgar Swansea? It could be, couldn't it? Holy balls, mate. Can't be. Although it sort of is. That there's Oswald. God damn it, mate. How do I heal? Either using skills that have like a heal leech on them, or I also have autophagy, so I can use my blood to heal my actual health stores. So that you can either do it through speccing your character to heal, or upgrading your weapons to have like a leech on them. Or you can use blood magic, if you like, I suppose, to do it almost manually.
Bloody monster!
Clawja, mate. Stab with Dragon's Bane and a claw. Almost incomprehensible that I didn't do any of this.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
It's interesting as well, because at the start of the games we were exploring, I was actually saying how little combat we'd had at the beginning of the game. Yeah, this explains why. Whoa. Beautiful lighting. West of the Broken Wall. It's making no sense to me, Spitus. The Broken Wall is here. So there isn't anything west, unless you mean this section of the map sort of here. Yeah, I mean, the Broken Wall is there, right? The only way to physically get to the Broken Wall is to go in there. Is it in this vicinity? This area west of the cemetery? If it is, we can go and have a rummage around. I'm not sure what you mean by west, though. West isn't... there's not really anything...
It's locked, all right.
I wonder what's going on with all these locked doors and chests. Do you think we'll ever find out? Maybe there's a skill that I haven't unlocked that lets him like use his sexy little vampiric talons to pick a lock. Common handle part. No bloody use to me now, is it, mate? There is another hideout. Look. It is. It's very good. You know what? It's going to be a shock going back to it, Pete. I mean, you're absolutely right. It is wonderful. They have done a fantastic game with Conan, and the combat is wicked. However, I'm going to be honest. Coming from the combat in this game to Conan is going to be really ball-achingly crap. Conan is so much better than all the other survival games, but I have to say, playing a game like this, you know, we've recently played God of War as well. I do realise just how much fun combat actually is in games, and how few games even put any effort into it. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting going back to it, mate. If we go back to it. Do you think vampires hide in the dodgy areas and the hovels of London? Why, no. They hide in the highest clubs and fancy houses of the West End. I know for a fact that some of them rule the empire in secret. They have a club. They have public figures. They have balls and fancy parties. They aim to control the country and our destinies. We must reveal them for what they are. Greedy enemies of mankind, born into this world to bring us all into the eternal darkness of hell. You know them, but you don't dare to pronounce their names. I will, soon. And everybody in London will know the name of the Vampire Club. Clarence Crossley. Clarence Crossley's going to get in a lot of trouble with all this paraphernalia and anti-vampiric or anti-vampire propaganda he's pumping everywhere. It's nice to know there's so many hideouts around. I mean, obviously I don't really need them as much as a different style of playthrough might. Right,
I cannot enter.
The busted doors, isn't there? By busted, I mean locked. You get keys by talking to people. Well, I've spoken to every single NPC in this game that I've come across and exhausted all options, including the, you know, the hints, and I haven't had a single key, mate. Not one single key. So that's an interesting comment. Getting them from killing people would be why I'm not seeing them, if that's the case. But, I mean, if you look at... I mean, I'm healing everybody. So, I mean, I've spoken to all those characters. So, an entire district bar this gentleman here. And every single person in that district. And not found a single key, mate.
It's despicable.
So, we'll keep our eye on that. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense, wouldn't it, actually? Smed as well. If you kill a citizen, you'll get like the key to their property or workplace, etc. But that's the only way to get it. You know, where would the key for, you know, the shop be? Well, it will be on the shopkeeper's person, wouldn't it? That does actually add up as to why we're not getting them. Well, we came to try and find bloody Albie, and I still haven't found bloody Albie. So I have no idea what the hell is going on right now. I'm going to go back to the start of what I call Whitechapel. Is it ever daytime or can it only be... No, we're a vampire, so we can't travel in the daytime. The whole game's set in a... set of an evening. You essentially sleep to... regain your power. So I can't actually gain powers. Right. I can't. Yeah, I can learn something, but I can't actually use it until I've rested for the evening, if that makes sense. So I'd have to rest during daylight hours to garner my strength and unlock new abilities. So no, vampire, no daylight, makes sense. And I'm even more confused now, guys. We clearly didn't access Whitechapel from this direction. I am absolutely freaking utterly, for the first time playing this game, absolutely, irretrievably lost. When we left one of these sessions, I think on the first day, we literally stopped as we stepped foot into Whitechapel. We opened a gate and entered Whitechapel. And literally, just down the road is where Albie was having that altercation with a gentleman who he was trying to rob the pharmaceutical supplies off him. In order to, that was his task in order to join the Wet Boot Gang. Now, there's literally only two entrances into Whitechapel. There's this one over here, which we clearly haven't accessed, and there's this one over here. Neither of them are giving me any indication that there is any way to find that spot where Albie was. I just cannot. It's so weird that my brain is literally screaming that I know that alley inside out. I know that alley like literally like the back of my hand, and I cannot think where it is. I just cannot retrace my steps to them. You tried coding single player recently and it crashes all the time for you. It was sitting in your library for ages and just been updated all the time. Maybe I need to round it. I don't know. Like, I mean, I've been playing it. It is a crashy game. But there's a lot. I mean, games don't crash on my rig, mate, unless they're crashy games. My gaming rig is like as clean as a gaming rig can possibly be. I've played hundreds, thousands of hours of games and never had a crash. And yet Conan has crashed probably, I think, 5 times on me now. Just to crash the desktop. But it can happen after 8 hours. Sometimes I can go 30 hours without a crash. So I wouldn't worry about it if you're having the odd one. I mean, the forums are rife with it. Depending on hardware and drivers. People always seem to get crashes the desktop. It's not unknown with Conan. But if it's happening every time you boot it up, then I'd just completely wipe it, mate. Purge it from your system. Make sure you delete any saved data files or anything like that. You just start again, reinstall it and go from there. Yeah. I think the only other crash I've had in like memory was one crash with Assassin's Creed Origins. it was the same day that the first boss, like special boss, was released. And I kind of raced across the desert and shot into it. And I must admit, I had a feeling something weird was happening. We just had a simple lockup, or I think it was a crash to desktop, actually. 7 days, etc. You know, Conan. This, you know, a ton of games before Christmas. Never a problem, mate. But Conan 4 or 5 times now, I think. See, this is the only other way into Whitechapel. It just makes no sense. Where the hell is Albie? I am so confused. That alley is just gone. The alley that I know, like, inside out, is just... It's so burnt into my brain, and I just cannot for the life of me spot it. There's no way we came this far in before we hit that magical gate. It was right outside the outskirts of Pembroke Hospital. Rebridge, yeah, but the other one's the one that goes to the cemetery, mate. So I know it's not this one. So it can't be that, because literally you come here and you go straight into the cemetery, dude. So I would have definitely taken this route. I'm literally just completely freaking lost, mate. Now what I will do, actually, I think Cadogan, isn't Cadogan back down here? God, we're making so little progress today. Oh, I don't know about if it's freezing, man. I don't know whether that's just a performance issue. I've not had, if you like, proper hang-ups, freezes or anything. I've just had like 4 crashes to desktop. Well, it's not a crash to desktop, is it? It freezes and then I have to alt-tab out. I'm sure this is where Cadogan Bates was. I think we should just set it off and play something else and come back tomorrow. my entire we've done so well with names, locations up until today, and now I am absolutely, completely lost. Literally, completely lost. I have no idea where the characters are. I am missing a section of the map in my brain. It's just simply not here. I can literally remember the street. I can remember it in the distance. We were talking as we rejoined the game after a break, and I remember seeing Albie and having the argument, and the dude falling into the river and all the rest of it, and it's just not here. It just doesn't exist. So frustrating. So frustrating. The problem with something like this is you go around in circles, don't you? Because it's obviously just simply a path that I haven't seen. It's that simple. There is just one little alley that I've not gone down. So this is where we see Camellia, or whatever her name is, and the mute lass. There's the prostitute. That's Christina Popper. So I know all this place like the back of my freaking hand. Let's see if I can work my way backwards, because that will be Oswald, won't it? And Joe Colossus Peterson. So we would have come up via this route here. So Albie and everyone, because there's Darius Petrescu's house. So again, we would have been coming from down this area, wouldn't we? There's Loretta. So again, we met Loretta via the alley behind her.
Its effectiveness.
So this is again, this would have been our first entrance in. So I've never noticed that before. It's cool. Wow, let's just go and check this out. This is cool. I don't think we've been here either, have we? Is this down near the oh wow, check that out. Sort of steam driven crane. So I reckon Albie should have been down here somewhere. Possibly. It's interesting.
I cannot enter.
So it's actually doing us the world of good because we are finding places that I actually don't really seem to have come across before. Oh, cool. I can hear people, but I can't. There's lovely street lamps. They're amazing, aren't they? Look absolutely incredible. Look. What would they have been? Would they have been oil filled or gas? I think they were gas back then, weren't they? Are they not gas lamps? Strange little spot, right? Can't really. Definitely a rattling. Let's go back to where Loretta was, because I can probably retrace my steps to Albie from there. So we would have come in via this alleyway here.
Someday you'll understand.
I think that's Benjamin, is it? Is that Benjamin?
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
Ding!
I'm
Dang!
afraid not, Mr.
Dude,
Reed.
I've got a cure for your migraine, mate.
You don't seem well.
That took some finding,
Do you
didn't
need
it?
any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I'm going to retrace my steps, see if I can figure out how we came in there.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
Hippocratic Oath. Okay, have we got anything else? Tell me about the
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket and locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy he just frayed me last nerve.
Oh, blimey, mate.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Alright, so that's him. Let me just have a look then. So, we must have come in. How did we even unlock a safe house in the West End? Are you telling me we somehow came in from the West End? We must have done. Because this is back down. Oh my god, that is so freaky.
I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley drinking water.
That is so totally weird. And this is the gate that I was talking about down here, look. Because this is where we came up, and that's where we saw the altercation just up there on the roof that we just jumped down from. And there is the gate that I was talking about, which is where we made the transition in to Whitechapel. But god damn it! So I literally walked past it. I came up through here. We must have gone through the gate on the right hand side, not on the left hand side. Oh my god, that is so insane. That is so insane. That is exactly where we were there. Look at that. Right, I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to go and grab a drink, guys. Thank you for the follow, GG Noobs. Right, okay, so the other, so hang on, there was somebody else, wasn't there? Cadogan. Now Cadogan, I can think. I wonder if Spittus is still in chat. We're gonna go up there, aren't we? I'm gonna assume that's where Cadogan was. So weird that up until today everything's just like, it just made sense, and just that one, that there, and I didn't spot that there. Can you believe it? Just that, and it's like I said, it happens to me in real life as well, with traveling around some of the cities I sometimes have to go to, when I just have this mental image of a particular road or a particular turning, and sometimes I just, for the life of me, I'm clearly in the wrong place, and I go round and round in circles, and it's almost like you end up with a mental block on trying alternate routes, because you're so hell-bent in knowing that that's where it is. It's not like a memory. It's, you know that gate, for example, was exactly there, and the gate is there. It's just that you've taken that weird turning, that wrong route, and the whole thing just scrambles in your mental sort of map. It's so weird. One day everything is like absolutely crystal clear in that 3D space in your brain, and another day just one wrong turning and everything just gets scrambled, just like nothing adds up, nothing's where you think it is. Ever so strange, isn't it? Like I say, it's not something that just happens to me in computer games. I think the way my mind works in terms of remembering locales is it's very visual. It's not a natural way of remembering. For example, I'm not sort of remembering my orientation, say, with like compass coordinates. So I'm not thinking, okay, well, you know, if I'm traveling along a straight road heading north and I take a right-hand turn, I think my brain doesn't work in the sense of I'm not spatially aware that I'm now like east of my original sort of orientation, if that makes sense. My brain purely remembers something physical, so some sort of visual memory about that right-hand turn. It's why I get so turned around in games. It's also visual, and of course, so many games, I guess you know, they do reuse assets a lot, don't they? And sometimes that mental trigger gets confused. I used to do a lot of camping. I used to do a lot of hiking in Wales, and one of the guys we used to go with he continued with scouts, went on to do venture scouts, and you know, really enjoyed that side of scouting, and he had the most amazing sense of direction. You know, it stick me in the middle of a wood and sort of walk me, you know, 10 minutes into it, I'm screwed. I will never be able to get my way out. Not in 1,000 years. Like I said, my sense of direction works on visual stimulus. If all it is just lots of trees, that's it. I'm screwed. That guy was amazing. He could like, I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to say tracking or anything like that, but he knew where we were. He could always ascertain start point. My brain just does not work like that. We don't really want to be doing that fight again. Does anyone remember where Cadogan Bates was? Cadogan Bates. It must have been... Obviously, this was the alternate route to the cemetery, wasn't it? Which is where we came up. Now, Spittus was saying that... I can't remember the name. It was Swansborough. So Loretta Swanborough's husband was west of here. So I'm not sure where you meant, Spittus, if you're in chat, mate. In fact, there doesn't seem to be that many places that I can go. I don't think we've looked at the map so much in all our time playing it, have we, as we have today? Not here, is he? Yes, Cadigan was inside the house, but I don't know which house. I don't even know if he was in this district. So I'm going to head back down to the left and then hang around. He could be in that zone. Got about the dash. Can't dash backwards if there's someone there, bro. I think these are the two from the where the werewolf is, isn't it? The werewolf is literally just down there. Yeah, there he is. Look.
I have this thirst for blood.
I mean, do we want to take down a werewolf? I mean, almost like it's saying down there to the left, but there's definitely no way through to the left there, is there? Crafty sword. Oh, that's stamina gun. That's stamina again, bro. Oh, balls. That heals him, doesn't it? Oh, he just cocked up massively. I wasn't sure if I could stun him out of his attack then. Oh, that was close. Oh, what happened then? Holy shit! Oh, I don't know what happened then. Oh, Jesus, I proper went into panic mode on that attack then. I'm not entirely sure what I did then, but it all went completely wrong. So, I don't think we went up here last time, did we? This was the route we took. This was going up via the Reverend. So this is the Reverend section. We came up through here, didn't we? Presumably carried on up through here. This is where we had the two alternate routes. Cadigan, I'm guessing, is very much in this locale. But not in there. Gotta be around here somewhere. That's going up towards the cemetery. So it's got to be back here, hasn't it? God damn, this city. It's unbelievable. They did a really good job with it, didn't they? Ah, do sometimes, Smed. It doesn't really. I mean, you know, what's he going to tell me, mate? I tend to spot them, dude. You know, the draw distance and everything in the game's really good. I don't really need the vampire sense, mate. It's very rare that I get ambushed, if you like. I might use it more as we go into a new zone that I've not traversed as much, so I can actually see what their weaknesses are and things like that. But we kind of know all this, mate.
This is despicable.
Oh, you mean the fire in the centre? You think I've got to go back through that? Holy crap, you're kidding me, mate. The fire is back up there, dude. I've done that fight that many bloody times, mate. It's a dangerous bloody fire. You're talking about the bonfire in the middle. Talking about this one here, Spittus. This is a nightmare fight. I don't think there's anywhere to go though. It just leads. It's just another route to the cemetery, man. And this is a really, really tough bloody fight, bro. I don't remember Cadigan being in this area, mate. Unless... Oh, this is the dude that would never let me in.
Good evening,
is
sir.
that right?
It's me again.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
That's Mason Swansborough. That's Swansborough. You can tell with the eyes, that's how we know him, look. He's blind. But I need level Mesmer 3.
All right.
Oh,
I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
God damn. So that's where Mason Swansborough is. That's how we know him. But Cadigan isn't here. Brilliant. I thought it was strange that we'd unlocked a character panel without having actually contacted or actually having spoke to him, but we have spoke to him. It's just it never told us his name, so how would we have known? I ain't got a clue where Cadigan is, guys. I'm not even kidding you. I've just got no idea. We've looked around so much in new areas that I'm literally just, I just have no, I just don't even know where to start, fellas. Was it even in this zone? We started the day off by going up here. Then we came back. We had a look over this area here, which we hadn't really investigated before. That's all we did. The only other place I've been new is here. And as far as I can tell, Cadigan is not around here. I can retrace my steps. I know that's the route we took earlier, but we're going back around in a circle via different alleys. It's not actually going to lead us to anything new, I don't think. Could be down there. Ah, this could be it. This is it. This is it. This is Cadigan. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. We found it. We found it. I'm sure this is it. What the hell happened there? Oh, that's going on. Oh, blinker, 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 blinker. Shit, I didn't see the blinker. Blinker just dashed through it. God damn, I hate those things. Oh, double whammy. It's like they can blink and do the dash charge, can't they? They are so cheaty but cheaty. Just gotta remember, it's not just a single dodge. You gotta dodge and then know where they are and then dodge out. Oh, damn. They are just brutal. Absolutely brutal. But they're a good mob. I'm sure this is Cadigan. But I bet it isn't. Was there a... Oh, God, I don't think it is then. I swear this was it. Ah, what is going wrong today? Why can I not... I just... Ah. God damn, you're right, Mojo. Freaking hell. Sense of direction has just... It's gone from absolutely perfect to absolutely freaking atrocious. definitely not here, is it? There's no way up. Oh, I really thought this was it. God damn, where else can it be? The only other place I can think of is here, but I think we're really clutching at straws down there, to be honest. The only other place that I've been today, I'm sure we came up through this route to get to there, didn't we? Possibly up there, but very surprised if it is. There definitely no doors, is there, that I'm missing? Little jumps or anything. I really thought this was Cadogan. It's like a little, almost like a little apartment complex, isn't it? You alright, Revelry? How you doing, bro? What are you up to at the minute, Mojo? You at work today, mate? I want to crack on there, but we've worked so hard at healing everybody. I'm not going to stop there. If it takes me all day, I was really hoping to crack on with the plot today. And how long have we been on? Like 2.5 hours, not done anything yet. Well, I suppose we found the formula, which was rather lucky, but. That's the large fire, so that's just where Swansborough is. So we know it's not there. Just say rental rooms, though, up there. And to let and everything. But the simple fact of the matter is, if it's around there, we could also get to it around the other side, couldn't we? We wouldn't have to fight the 6 dudes. Let's go and have a quick ganders around the corner. Yeah, that's just the other route in, isn't it? And again, it's just purely Swansborough. Frickin' hell, mate. I have never got so lost in a game in all my days, mate. I wasn't this badly lost in trying to I think the problem is I'm trying to retrace my steps, and of course, if I've made so much as one single error in the repathing, then that's why I'm going around in circles. Oh, frickin' hell. Cadogan Bates, where the hell are you? I could retrace my steps all the way back down. So let's go all the way back down to the start of the Whitechapel. I don't think it is though. I'm running out of options. Did you read the update on Conan Exiles, Mojo? It sounds like some interesting stuff up and coming. I noticed they sort of stayed away from mentioning sorceries. They're talking about tamemables and pets, which I was reading it and feeling a bit lackluster about it. But then, of course, they you know, it's kind of all tying into like potentially a farming, as in husbandry, but potentially, or at least breeding element within Conan. So, yeah, I mean, as much as vanity pets are great, they're also not going to make or break Conan, are they? So I was a little bit like, ugh. Then found out it was kind of very much, you know, part of their ongoing development of breeding animals and things. And then even better, they've then gone one step further and tied it into a boss, an actual dungeon boss, so that she will be tied into pets and things somehow, which I thought was quite interesting. So yeah, it all sounds very good. And then, of course, they also mentioned my beloved shield bash, so they got a massive tick in a box there from me. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that Cadogan was one of those freak jumps that I made. You know, did I just happen to spot a jump that we just haven't spotted before? And that's why we discovered it? I've probably walked past it like 10 times because I remember all of these areas. You know, this place is known to me, like extremely well known to me. What the hell's this? Is this it? If this is Cadogan, then I seriously, I am going to just freak. Abandoned investment property. It sort of sounds like it. What were the chances of me spotting that door there?
Thirst for blood.
I have a feeling this is it, isn't it? Oh my god, I think it is. I think this is Cadogan. Holy dicks, it is. Oh my god, no wonder I didn't know where it was, lads. Holy dick balls. There's the Mary Jeanette Kelly massacre. Holy balls, bros. Holy balls. I am lost for words, mate. Holy balls. What a result.
You had better return to Whitechapel without delay.
Let's give him
it
some,
will be safer there.
Safety isn't really an issue in Whitechapel, because you never are. Never have been. The old place is falling to pieces. But thank you for the advice, sir.
Oh my god. And I can't give him... I give up. Honestly, today is like my worst nightmare. I can't give him the medicine because he hasn't actually moved on from his, if you like, catchment zone, has he? Oh my god, this game, this bloody game. Can we go further down then? Let's have a look where this is on the map. Just some completely freak out of the blue door. What were the what were the chances of finding that there? That was not what I was looking for at all. Like literally, I even saw it glow and thought, yeah, well, it's not there, you know. Follow the blood trails. So we now know where Cadogan is. Cadogan is there. Let us never forget where Cadogan was. Who else did we just have struggle finding? It was actually I can't remember where that was either. Here wasn't it? Which was Albie and everybody. God, shocking, mate. All right, have we healed everybody that we can? I think we have, haven't we? Let's get the hell out of here. Let's just go home. Let's go and speak to Lady Ashby. Lady Emily Ashbury. Why do I check the map so much? Because we didn't know where we were going, Drofflet. We've just been completely lost, mate. Why do you think I'm checking the map, bro? Because I like the look of it. Come on. Don't need silly questions, do we, mate? I don't know where I am, mate. I couldn't find my way back.
Yeah, you have the
we
right
lost
to
Cadogan
disapprove of our
earlier.
methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
We were saying one of the issues with the game at the minute is it's very hard to remember where people are if it's especially if it's behind like a transition door. Should we go speak to Lady or Sleep first? Let's go speak to Lady Emily Ashbury first. Yeah, I mean, what I'd love to see in future games, this would be brilliant. You'd come to your character screen, you'd go there, you'd click on details, and maybe you could have like a little, you could either have like a B back or a Y button or a little something here, and it would be last known location, and it would automatically take you out to your map, which would be this, wouldn't it? And it would blip it, a blip radar. It wouldn't tell you where they are now, but it would tell you where you last, say, spoke to them. It might be a nice way for the game to save it.
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty smell that night.
Lady Ashbury. Actually, she's in that tent around there, isn't she?
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that cabinet.
She was behind like a veiled... It's like she's up to something here, isn't she? Because we can just make out Lady Ashbury. I think there was someone else in there, wasn't there? Let's go and have a chat. Oh my lord!
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Well, there's no real nice response to that. He trusted you. Well, in the end, you're a killer. Nah. Compassion only hides your appetite.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
No need to apologize, my lady. I know exactly what you endure.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
50 shillings to stay quiet, right? I wonder how old she is.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
What type of vampire is a Skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad?
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Ooh. There's something weren't aware of.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady.
That means we, presumably...
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
God, I forgot about Nurse Crane. We spent that long wandering around London. Yeah, Jesus, that's a good point, isn't it? We must have, I guess, willingly, potentially, have become a vampire if we had to partake of a vampire's blood. We've got no recollection of the whole events leading up to it, really, haven't we? So, what dark secret may we be hiding? Who knows, right? Now, this is where things is going to get interesting because technically we move time forward now, don't we? We've actually got quite a lot. I mean, it's the amount of XP we've got is the equivalent of probably eating 2+ people. So I think we're doing okay. I think, possibly, maybe. Let's analyze the blood before we do anything.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Chapter 3. My recent trip to Whitechapel proved to me how desperate the situation is for Londoners, and how they all must cope with this threat the best way they can. Causes and effects seem irremediably. Don't think I've ever said that before. Irremediably intertwined. Dorothy Crane chose to steal and blackmail to gather enough money to illegally heal the poor. But I also saw her desperately try to save a dying patient in her rudimentary dispensary. In the end, we both failed saving the poor man, but I am now convinced the Spanish flu must be linked to the vampire epidemic. But my analysis of Razvan's blood revealed the same highly unstable blood I have already observed on William Bishop. I should report all these events to Dr. Swansea and ask for his medical and vampiric expertise. Something tells me that that might not be the wisest idea. I'm starting to have my doubts about old Edgar Swansea. I mean, he's obviously thoroughly in cahoots with Lady Emily Ashbury. I mean, he's not exactly... he's not exactly Mr. Van Helsing or anything, is he? I mean, you know, he's got 2 vampires literally living in his hospital. So something tells me Dr. Swansea... Should we go in shall we advance time? Should we go and do one cheeky advance time? Or should we go and speak to Dr. Swansea first? Let's go and speak to Dr. Swansea first. Wonder how many side quests we've got as well. I want to stay on top of the side quests. I don't want to suddenly find that we're in the last chapter of the game with 1001 things still to do. Oh, he's not here. Dr. Swansea! Oh, there he is. Let's just go in at Robbie's place. It's got any new notes? Yeah, it's just something about old Dr. Edgar Swansea that makes me ill at ease. But I suppose we'll give him the benefit of the doubt for now.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What